Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we're going to be talking about Universal PropTech Incorporations. The ticker on the Canadian market goes as UPI and in Frankfurt 8LH soon. It's also going to be a soon to come OTC. So this one is one to be on the watch list there. So I'm going to cover today a bit of different things such as the presentation decks, due diligence as a part of due diligence, and then the latest news, and then towards technical analysis and what I think about this one both short and long term. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow, subscribe, and leave notifications on. If you'd like to join our free Discord, it's in the description below. I'm very likely to respond right away if you were to tag me on there, or you can just send it in the comments and I do check them often. So let's jump right into this one. So Universal PropTech, starting on with their presentation, right off the bat, COVID-19 free zone, advanced technologies for healthcare buildings, advanced technologies and control system for healthy buildings in a COVID-19 and post-COVID-19 affected environment. So it looks like right off the bat, it attempts to put itself as a COVID play, a COVID opening play. These ones are really nice on the OTCs as well, and also general markets. People like that. So right off the bat, they're mentioning artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, big data, Internet of Things, and the cloud have enabled significant value creation through real estate technologies, such as PropTech. Whether it's elimination of existing costs in the sector or improvements of design and operations of new buildings. Their $6 billion growth, PropTech has seen significant growth in the last 7 years, with $6.3 billion in US dollars, that is, in investment globally, and around PropTech has $7.3 billion US market opportunity size in the US and in Canada. CRE Star execs said significant consolidation in PropTech needed to effectively deliver, that's 89% market opportunity, big players living off old energy paradigm. So next is $20.5 billion size of North American HVAC market annually, number expected to grow. Above $75 billion Canada and US BAS market and growing by 10% or more than 10% annually. 60% builder expects to build 50% green projects. So next, de-risking and deploying innovation PropTech. As an operating building control system company, UPI de-risks the testing deployment innovative PropTech solutions. We beta test with our existing clients and ensure the PropTech being developed by our technology partners is what the customers need and want. So utilize their own proprietary health building control systems and invest in additional PropTech to expand its footprint, provides technology developers with enabling investment capital pathway to market, offers process resources to scale and repeat for multiple proprietary technologies, de-risk tech investments and deployment. So they put themselves between fintech, financing, collaborative economy, long-term and upkeep maintenance, healthy building services, contact, smart real estate, and real estate fintech. Strategic acquisitions and de-risking PropTech. So for technologies, they are opportunity globally licensed commercial PropTech equipment and software, general licensing and or distribution agreement to leverage additional values from research and development. For COVID-19, one of the things that stopped the spread of COVID-19 and assess and enhance indoor air and environment quality for healthy buildings, design, project manage buildings, and performance project programs. Going on next, what we get to see is healthy building services. VCI continues to project management, install healthy building solutions and services. So we get a little bit of the idea of everything that is here. Coming to the question now. Well, what about their strength? So UPI operates through VCI controls and its current and future divisions operating companies. And I'll go through VCI controls in a second. And it goes again as this chart that I'm going to be showing later on. But just a quick thing. COVID-19 air quality stops the spread of COVID-19, and then sustaining air quality products, mechanical maintenance service installation 24/7, controls tech services installation products again 24/7, energy and resources including renewables, generation, storage, EV integration. Next, energy performance, building management, audits, building system optimization, which is AI, and project management, and innovation distribution, whether marketing, retail, dealers, and sales support. That innovation distribution is under Universal PropTech. Now, VCI controls, UPI actually operates through VCI controls itself. So next, COVID detection technology. UPI will act as exclusive sales agent for Spotlight 19 technology and other future platforms offering the government and education sectors in Canada. Spotlight 19 technology platform features a non-invasive scan of a person's finger with a harmless beam of light, designed to provide confirmation of COVID-19 infections in less than 1 minute. Low-cost testing. So the ISBRG Spotlight 19 technology is intended for use for large venues such as airports, border crossing, government buildings, school and campuses, entertainment complexes, etc. I think the Spotlight 19 is going to be a game changer, especially with all the variants we're getting. And just earlier today, I was reading about Brazil having issues maintaining their second wave. This kind of technology is going to be really useful, at least from my perspective. Full disclosure, I have no position currently, but as we continue, we go ahead and reading and diving into due diligence, it looks like it's more compelling for someone to invest in such technology. Given, yes, it is a little bit of a short term regarding COVID, nonetheless, it's very bullish in the short term. Underpinning UPI with a solid foundation, 5% to 15% off facilities energy spend without capital expenditures. Proven quality VCI controls have been used in federal governments with market facilities for over 40 years. Some of the customers: Canada Post, Government of Canada, UFT or University of Toronto, Manulife, Brookfield, National Gallery of Canada, Ottawa Catholic School Board, Billy Bishop, and Morgrid. Next. Billy Bishop, Toronto City Airport. My bad. Air surface disinfection technology. This one here is interesting because Lumen Ultra's gene count rapid SARS-2 COVID-19 blah 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 surface testing solution to audit effectiveness of disinfection protocols and air quality equipment. UPI is rolling out to support its own effectiveness of designing and deploying its air quality equipment and audit the effectiveness of other conditions and system within the government and facilities select services aviation operators. Quite amazing. Next, Air Sniper. Air Sniper's advantage lies in the power of its technology by combining elements of intensity, proximity, dwell time, CFM. Air Sniper has developed a solution that properly applies ultraviolet germicidal irradiation to its UVC technology and is suitable for industrial scale applications. Next, this is also still under the air and surface disinfection technology. Fresh Air UV is a leading North American manufacturer and developer of germicidal UV-like carbon ceramic systems designed for residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, healthcare, and other specialized markets. Fresh Air with an E UV systems are designed to improve indoor air qualities by addressing biological contamination such as viruses, bacteria, and molds, as well as odors and volatile organic compounds, VOCs. Systems are designed for air systems and surface disinfections, as well as specialized product for ice machines and other unique applications. UPI brings products to the market as Atmos Air. Proven indoor quality air technologies acts as continuous disinfectants, actively reducing a wide range of airborne and surface contaminants such as VOCs, volatile organic compounds, viruses, bacteria, and germs. It reduces odor while impacting dust particles, mold, mildew, and allergens. Next, technology that protects people. The Delta X. The Delta X Trust solutions can be applied to communities, office buildings, bus stations, airport, hotels, schools, hospitals, and other public spaces with heavy traffic, helping to achieve intelligent security management and disease prevention. Utilizing our approach to integrate VCI is the process of rolling out Delta X technology to certain clients, and that includes strategic imperatives such as strength trusted advisor status, expand acquisitions, facilitate aggressive organic growth, share of wallet campaigns, and scale proven products to the global markets. They have in terms of financials, a building sustainable customer base, and you get to see their sales are somewhat stable, above, I would say, around 10 million. 2020 has been a massive year. It says here, drop in revenue from 2020, in part due to sales business of a business unit in the beginning of the 2020 year. So still stable. Gross profits are still around above 2, so that's good. Total expenses, they're all right, and their net income is somewhere on almost 0, so they're almost breaking there. UPI is uniquely positioned now and through additional acquisitions to benefit of billions of dollars that will be spent in 2021 upgrading HVACs and BA systems in response to COVID-19. So what they're doing here is, in terms of a near-term outlook, and amazing they have it here, they're really positioning themselves to make the most out of the money. Stimulus fund expected to be geared to air systems infrastructures at schools and long-term care facilities, deploying Delta X technologies to current client base, past client, and new client acquisitions. Technology acquisitions expected to accelerate sales with existing new clients. Completed significant cost-cutting efforts, which is starting to reflect in gross and net margins. Current share structure. They have around 59 million shares, around fully diluted shares outstanding. The common shares out there around 31 million. Now, is there anything more interesting? You got the team? No. So we're going to move on. Some of the latest news, and I'm going to cover these ones quickly here. Universal PropTech Inc. announces OTC application filing, and honestly, I think that is amazing. Having such a stock in the OTC will definitely have make use of the OTC volatility, and this one will definitely see higher grounds. Again, also you got the German Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and under the 8LH, so that's where it's trading right now as well, and the Canadian market. So the American or the OTC market in general, there is a lot of volatility, and I think once it gets on there, it will definitely see really nice growth. I've covered all this kind of stuff already. And VCI controls, if you'd like to cover it, but it's part of the diagram, but if you'd like to go visit there, it's vcicontrols.ca. Universal PropTechs, I'm going to read some of the news just because this video is already long enough and I don't want to make it a 30-minute video. So quickly, some things here. Universal PropTech announces listing on Frankfurt Stock Exchange. That was on March 1st, 2021. Amazing. Next, Universal PropTech Inc. invests in and secures defined agency rights for ISBRG Core for Spotlight 19 technologies designed to detect COVID-19 non-invasively in under 1 minute. Amazing. That was on February 18th, 2021. Universal PropTech Inc. announces agreement with Lumina Ultra Technologies to provide SARS-CoV-2 COVID-19 surface testing. Universal PropTech announces channel partnerships with Sensor Incorporations to deliver AI building and automations for MURBs and non-BaaS customers. That's all in February, still going on to February. Universal PropTech Inc. announces option grants. It's around 88,000 options to directors, etc. Not very significant there for our perspective into the company. Universal PropTech Inc. announces signing of exclusive distributor agreements for Eastern Canada for Canadian-made air sanitizer solution. Amazing. Universal PropTech Inc. announces signing of partnerships with Atmos Air Solutions and Bipolar Ionization Product for fight of COVID-19. Universal PropTech announces signing of Canadian distribution agreement with Fresh Air UV to help combat SARS-CoV-2. I'm more familiar with COVID-19. It's the same thing in schools, college, universities, government facilities, and senior homes, and that's still not even covering 2021. Universal PropTech announces closing of oversubscribed private placement of units, and you get to see that the list goes on. These guys are very active, and I like that. And once they go on OTCs, you can expect volatility to skyrocket. Anyway, we're going to move on. If you would like to get to see a little bit more further, there's something more acquisitions, etc. back. Universal PropTech engages Hybrid Financial Limited, appointments of different people on there. They did have as well a couple of new people joining on board, such as the Chief Growth Officer. So things are actually looking pretty good. And what we're going to do next is try to take a quick look into their market cap. So their market cap is 10.644 million, and then in terms of statistics, you're looking at a price over book is around 423, price over sales is 134. If this goes to the OTC, the average is over there around 3, so you can see that it definitely would go higher on the price over sales. Price over book is quite decent. It's not overvalued at this level. So we're not going to look into financials because obviously they have a really big year to come up ahead in 2021, and there's a lot of different parts to come into it, and their business impact, their business structure is changing there. So we're going to move on now towards technical analysis. So now on to technical analysis. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps my channel a lot. So on a 1 week perspective, what we get to see is that the 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, and that's actually an amazing thing looking at it. The price point is above the 50 SMA. MACD looks like it's retracting there, attempting perhaps a negative reversal. Volume percent R is sitting somewhere around the neutral, a little bit towards the oversold section, and the ADX is showing that there is actually a trend that formed there. It's a little bit weaker now, but nonetheless it's still a trend, and momentum is clinching above a 0. So generally speaking, there's a trading action zone. It's between the 38 cents and the 30 cents, and so you can expect positive reversal in that area. Now, on a one-day perspective, things look a little bit different. The MACD looks like it's actually on the way onto a negative reversal. The ADX isn't showing much, but the willing percent R is showing it's actually been oversold and momentum is negative. The current trading action zone where positive reversals are likely are between 52 cents and 45 cents. As soon as it actually stays within there, you can expect positive reversals to occur easily. Now, the 50 SMA line is at 38 cents, so above 38 cents, you're expecting positive reversals to occur. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, the only thing that is really worth mentioning is you get to see the 50 SMA is attempting a positive reversal coming in soon. Now, on the moving average band, you get to see that this one has been actually following the moving average band quite nicely. So you expect this one to trade 55 cents on the top, 50 cents in the middle, and 45 cents at the bottom. Now, stochastic fast, stochastic slower, both telling you be careful. There might be accumulation or even a further pullback. And for this, we need to look into Fibonacci retracements and supports and resistances. Current support sits at 39 cents. Following that, 30 cents. Following that, you're looking at 19 cents. Significant resistance, 47 cents, 60 cents, and 75 cents. And if we were to go back for the last month or so, actually, let's go on 3 days. Okay, it's 3 months. There we go. And trying to find where the current support sits at. There's one at 43, but there's a really strong one you need to keep your eye at, is around 35 cents. And then the next one is at 29 cents and 27 cents. These are key points of supports. Key points of resistances are 49 cents. Next is the 52 cents. These are very strong ones. And then 55 cents, and following that 60 cents, and then up to 65. Coming to the question too, what do you think about this one? I think once it actually does go ahead into the OTC, if it was anything like the last, say, 3-4 months of the OTC volatility, especially in the month of February there, I think this one would really see at least $1 there on the OTC market because it has a lot of promise, at least in the short term with the COVID money that they're going to bring it in because of all the technologies they have acquired and they have. And so that is definitely bullish on the short term. Long term, you got to be a little bit cautious with this one on the longer term. Now, in terms of their actual charts, it's a little bit limited because there was a reverse split on there on my platform, but it looks like volumes are a little bit lower than usual, slow in the usual times. Nonetheless, it looks like they are very aware of the market. For that, I would say long term, be cautious. Short term, I think we can actually still see a bounce, especially if it stays above the 35 cents and once it actually goes onto OTC market. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.